Here are the top 5 things you need to know before moving to Broadview. Let's get into it. Broadview exudes a tranquil, residential charm, with its panoramic views of Puget Sound and the Olympic Mountains. This northwestern Seattle neighborhood is characterized by its blend of lush green spaces and historical roots. The area maintains a peaceful, suburban feel while being part of a major metropolitan city. Broadview gets its name from exactly what it offers: broad, panoramic views over Puget Sound and toward the Olympic Mountains. It sits in the northwestern corner of Seattle, with the city of Shoreline directly to the north, and Puget Sound forming its western edge. That western side rises into a bluff, with the BNSF railway mainline running below along the shoreline. So the scenery here is shaped by water, hillsides, and passing trains. Carkeek Park sits to the south, while Broadview Creek flows through the neighborhood and eventually empties into Puget Sound. Broadview's story goes back to the period right after the Great Seattle Fire of 1889, when farmers began settling in the area. At that time, roads were limited or non-existent, so farmers floated goods into Seattle by way of Puget Sound. Logging also became an important early industry, shaping the land before the neighborhood took on its more residential character. Broadview and neighboring Bitter Lake were annexed into the city of Seattle on January 1, 1954. And because early residential development happened before annexation, many minor streets still have fewer sidewalks than you might expect in other parts of the city. Carkeek Park is one of the major outdoor draws in the southwest corner of Broadview, adding a large stretch of green space right along Puget Sound. The park includes Piper's Creek, hiking trails, picnic areas, and beach access, giving residents a mix of forest, creek, and shoreline experiences. During spawning season, Carkeek Park is especially known for salmon viewing, which is one of its signature natural highlights. With its wooded areas and waterfront setting, visitors may also keep an eye out for Pacific Northwest wildlife, like bald eagles, herons, river otters, and deer. Dunn Gardens adds another layer to Broadview's character, blending landscape design, history, and quiet natural beauty. Established in 1915, the gardens were designed by the Olmsted Brothers, the well-known landscape architecture firm connected to major park and garden projects across the country. Today, Dunn Gardens are maintained by volunteers under the E.B. Dunn Historic Garden Trust and are open for public tours. Visitors can explore different plant species and garden styles while experiencing one of the neighborhood's most notable historic landmarks. Broadview is predominantly residential, with a population of about 13,000 and a calm suburban feel within the city. Housing here often includes single-family homes on larger lots, with mature landscaping and quieter streets that reflect the neighborhood's established character. The median home value is about $1,140,300, shaped by the location, lot sizes, green space, and nearby waterfront views. If you are comparing neighborhoods, Broadview is less about dense urban energy and more about space, greenery, and a slower residential rhythm, while still being part of Seattle. So, the big picture is that Broadview combines Puget Sound views, historic roots, Carkeek Park access, landmark gardens, and a mostly residential setting with larger lots. Next, take a look at nearby Bitter Lake to compare another North End neighborhood with its own history and housing feel. Subscribe for more Seattle area neighborhood deep dives.